Join us for Tea Time. What if I told you that by asking and answering the right questions with another person and then staring into their eyes for several minutes, you would both suddenly find yourselves falling in love?
Hey, this thing is working, by the way. I'm feeling in love. I'm feeling very in love.
Psychologist Arthur Aaron created 36 questions and a 4-minute stare sequence that is a wonderful way to get to know someone quickly and that helps couples become intimate really fast.
You're making me the color of my top now. I'm blushing. Lord.
It's a fun game to play that brings out some deep topics that people normally don't discuss, even married couples. We wanted to put this to the test, so join us for Tea Time.
My name is Justus Nyangaya. I am married. I have 3 very, very beautiful girls. I'm very proud of each one of them. And I'm basically in the area of work that I do is social accountability, peace and conflict transformation and human rights.
My name is Apondi Nyangaya. And first of all, most importantly, I'm a grandmother and I'm a mother and I'm a homemaker, otherwise known as a housewife. That's my main job. In my free time, I'm a social development consultant.
How long I've been with my wife Apondi? 36 years, going 37.
I met him in college in 1982.
I loved drama. She loved drama and sports. And we met in college as we were rehearsing and producing plays.
Then we started dating the year after, like around 83. So I think we've been together for 38 years.
What attracted me to Apondi was she was full of life.
What attracted me to my partner is his stature. He was at that time and continues to be a person of high dignity and a person who has strong values. And I looked at the leadership values in him, and I liked it then. I continue to like it.
Okay.
No, wait. It's me who's starting.
Oh,
Hala,
okay.
don't take over. It's my show. We have tea for 2, right? Very good tea. Dainty tea.
But is it a Kenyan tea?
It's Kenyan tea.
Oh, good.
Yeah, very good quality Kenyan tea. And I have questions for you and you have questions for me. I'll allow you to start.
Are you living the life of your dreams?
You know, I'm living beyond the life of my dreams. I had dreamt a particular life and a particular lifestyle. And I was going to have a really nice looking husband. And he was going to be loving. And then I met you and you're more than loving. You're way beyond what I expected. I was going to have 2 children, a boy and a girl. I've ended up with 3 daughters, and it's just awesome. It's beyond what I expected.
I have gone beyond my dream, as you say. Actually, you picked those words from my mouth. One, which is really significant. Somebody did ask me, when you were young, did you hope to be a father? But that means, therefore, that I was also hoping to have a wife first. I dreamt about that, and that is what I have. You're strong, you are loving, you are caring, but you also said, no, that should not happen, and because it should not happen, this is how we were going to rework it. That, for me, was a big thing. The wife beat.
All right, they're very specific words. I'll remind you when we get home so that you can say it again. What is the scariest thing that you've ever done?
Marriage.
I'll put my tea down. Okay. Why?
You know, marriage. When you grow up and you begin to see marriage lives, there are certain things that are happening in those marriages that you don't want to get into. But you feel that it is inevitable. You are going to get into marriage one day. And so because you really don't see the next corner, you get into it. And you know that maybe in the next 3 months, this thing is going to turn out badly. 6 months is going to turn out badly. Maybe 1 year, maybe 3 years, maybe 10 years. But I still got into it. It is a very, very scary, disheartening involvement to get into because you don't know how it's going to turn out. I thank God mine has turned out so beautifully.
Yeah.
What is the scariest thing that you have ever done?
Carried a pregnancy to full term. Just so scary for 9 months. Yeah. And for me, it's not the childbirth, it's the pregnancy.
My next question is, what would you do if fear was not a factor and you could not fail?
I'd be able to do so many things. There'd be no human judgment, which is for me one of the things that I fear, that people are going to judge me and they'll start rating me and tearing me down and being nasty. And I even fear what I think people are thinking. No, I mean, if I didn't have that, I would live life in abundance.
Then I just do my thing.
What's your thing?
My thing is everything.
Like what?
I just do my thing.
Like what? I'd like to know what your thing is.
Everything. Okay, I will have a lot of cows in a ranch.
You would, yes.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
When's the last time you cried? And why?
When my father died, I did not cry until the day that I saw him get buried. And it was a web of emotions and feeling of loss. It was so overwhelming. I cried uncontrollably. When was the last time you cried?
Maybe last week or the week before. I mean, I've had some big crying, but I cry all the time. I was probably watching a clip about an animal, a cat or a puppy suffering. And of course I cry. Yeah. So I can't remember because I cry all the time.
What is one attribute of your mother or father that you see in yourself?
My mother was daring, and she would keep pushing the boundaries of things.
Yes.
Yes, you know, I mean, figure it out, go further.
Yes.
And yeah, so I see that in myself. I don't stop. I try it, and she had the attitude: if you fail, you fail. You come back and figure it out again. Yes.
Let me start with my mother. My mother is very reflective about what she wants to say, and she does not. Nothing just happens, and then she quickly get into the bandwagon and start commenting and talking. She wants to think about it. She wants to reflect about it. She's cool about it. And then when she speaks, she says some things that that are very well considered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have a bit of that from her.
Yes. A lot, actually.
Oh, you think a lot?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You may have even surpassed her, which is a good thing, huh?
Oh, I
Because
see.
yeah, we take it from our parents and then take it to the next level. So I think you may have surpassed her. Yes. What do you hope your life looks like in 5 years?
Yes, I want to write a book. I've always wanted to write a book, but write it in such a way that it is transformative.
You want to write a book?
Yes, about that.
I have to come to a place like this to learn that you want to write always wanted to write a book.
There's so many things, Gali, that I have in my mind that you will think that I'm. Why are you sharing this with me?
No, of course not. What I'm hoping my life looks like in 5 years is I'm at a book launch and traveling around with you, having what are they called? Book signing.
Yes.
Yes. And
5 years.
yes, yeah. And having cheese being made at the ranch, and yogurt, and what do those grandchildren like? They like that thing, milkshake.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, at the ranch,
Okay.
fresh milk.
Fresh milk.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see that in 5 years.
How did your mother and father meet?
I think they met at Nia Mission, where my father was a teacher and my mother, I think, was a student, likely. What do you think? I mean, that's you think that's not good? It's not good. It's not good for a teacher to have met a student. In those days, it worked because they were very close. They were not very far apart in age.
I hear you.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's possibly where they met. But my mother is passed on, and my father is alive. And so today, when we leave here, I will call him and ask him where he met my mother.
My father was a teacher also before he broke rank with the Ministry of Education and went to work with a pharmaceutical firm in Nairobi. He was a teacher somewhere in Lower Kasipul. My mother was a student. Yes, and I think as a young man, my father as a young man, teaching in a place where my mother was born, or rather where they live, could have been attracted to my mother.
You think so? You also don't know the story much like me.
Maybe I need to call my mother. Do you think she will share that with me?
No, she will not. So I'll call her and she'll share it with me. I'll tell you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she's not about to tell you that story, but she will tell me.
You're so kind.
You're welcome anytime. So I'll call both parents. They will tell me the story and I will let you know. So it's me now, eh? What do you want to be remembered for?
The humanity aspect of life, interaction, and kindness and love. I'd like to be remembered by Chief, like they always call me Chief. Chief touched my life in this way. He touched my life. It's a small thing. It's not an earth-shaking thing, but it's something that somebody values that just came out of nowhere. And yes, Chief remembered this and did this for me. That for me is important.
I want to be remembered by the people I led to Christ. as having led them to Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would you like to have a closer relationship with?
Yeah. Yahweh.
Yes, a closer relationship with God as well. And Christ. Yeah.
What is one thing you wish that you are really good at? Don't be naughty now.
Are you reading my mind?
No, baby.
No, you are reading my mind. You are lying.
No, but just say it.
Yeah. I mean, you are reading my mind. So I'm not going to talk about that now, but I'm going to talk about something, not the one that you are reading.
Okay.
Yeah. A compelling effort and energy to journal
Okay.
and write.
Yes.
How about you?
Yeah. So we have to do something about that, really. We can't just say it here and then let it go. Cynthia.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this particular context is giving us a lot to chew around.
It's true. I wish I was a good, fine woodworker and that I had all the equipment that I need to be an accomplished woodworker.
If you could afford anything at this moment, what will you buy?
Well, first of all, number one, for you, I'd buy you a ranch. I'd buy you a ranch mara moja, so that dream is settled.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and we say that one is done. Yeah. I'd buy a traveling home, a luxury traveling home. Yes, so that all of us, including the next generation, can get in, and we just travel on the continent in our traveling home. Yeah.
Okay, since you are going to buy me a ranch, I'm going to do an airstrip in the ranch.
Yeah, makes sense. What is your favorite childhood memory?
During Christmas. And all of us, cousins, my brothers, my sisters, we are at home in Dala. Christmas for us was a party and time to spend with family. It was a beautiful thing.
The one that came immediately to my mind was walking after a big rain in the streets of Parklands.
Oh.
And I would take off my shoes and take off my sweater, and
with the jacaranda flowers falling.
The jacaranda flowers would be on the driveway, and I would walk down all the way to the museum bridge to go and see how the water had welled in the Nairobi River, and I would just be walking, because the streets were very clean in the 70s. The water was very clear. And so I'd be walking in that very clear water running through the streets. And the rain would still be falling on me, and I'd have no sweater, and I would not be cold.
What are 5 things you are grateful for?
And say my family, the coaching, the people who have coached me and given me life skills. The young person who led me to Christ when I was 12 years old.
Oh, you remember the person?
I don't, but I do know that I now know that she was very young. I believe that she was a teenager. Yes. Yeah. I am grateful I'm really grateful for the roof over my head. Yeah. And I'm grateful for the life of my father, who is over 90 and he's still alive.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'm really grateful for is the fact that I know that there is a God. I am grateful for family. I have good friends around me. I am also very grateful for the circumstances and the jobs that I have held.
Are you truly proud of the person that you are now?
Yes. Yes, I am. I am very proud. I have actually been looking up to myself and say, well done, well done.
Oh,
We thank God for you.
Yes.
That's me telling me.
yes.
Yeah.
Same answer. I'm very proud of the person that I am now. I don't regret who I am at this moment.
If you could own the world's largest collection of anything, what will it be?
Collection. It would be a collection of innovative inspirations.
What is that now, Dee?
That would be inspiring quotations.
Cows that I want.
Oh, yeah. No, but there you are, honey. I'm going to, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I had toyed with the idea of being a lawyer.
For real?
Imagine, toyed with the idea of being a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm not
At that
interested
time.
in being married to that.
Yeah, so, but you see, that is when I was young and reckless. You think of things.
Reckless is a lawyer.
I think so.
The only thing that I can remember is that I wanted to be a mother, and I'm it. I'm even a grandmother. I made it.
Well done.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Professionally, I didn't like to dream about work. So I don't think I dreamt much about work. Huh?
What 1 month on the calendar would you like to eliminate?
Okay, I would get rid of November because I really look forward to December and it's not coming quick enough. Good. They're done. October, December.
Imagine.
Yes.
That is what I was thinking myself.
Oh, really?
Just that. How you have explained it.
Exactly.
I love December.
Yes.
Why are we waiting for
our fingers
mark timing, and then we know we are going into
twiddling
December.
our fingers waiting for December?
Let November go.
Okay, gone.
Okay.
What worries you most about the future, about your future?
Sickness. And it is sickness that as you grow older, you get sick, and sometimes you can be sick for a long time.
Yeah, so that one I'm completely with you. That's the thing that concerns me.
Yeah.
That I could become a person who needs caregiving services, and I then find myself in the indignities
Yes.
of having to receive these services.
Yes.
And maybe I do not have the capacity
Yes.
to say that I'm not receiving them
Yeah.
in a dignified way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What age would you like to be for the rest of your life?
So I'd be 60. Would you like to be a teenager?
This is the best age.
Oh, you're
Right
good,
now.
you're at a good place.
I'm at a good place.
What dreams have you given up on, and why?
There are certain dreams I've not given up on, but the ones that I've given up on is being a lawyer. It is too much acting on the stage. And sometimes when you act too much, you become what you are acting. And I don't want that. It is not real life. What's yours? What are the dreams that you have given up?
I gave up on going to Bible school.
Oh.
I think through the years, I realized I wasn't going to Bible school. I wasn't going to Bible school. I wasn't going to Bible school. And then eventually, now I realize that I don't need to go to Bible school. I'm going to be able to, I'm able to do my studying of the Bible and to learn and apply the principles that I learn through other Bible studies and other sources of learning. without putting myself through the rigors of the whole Bible school. But I don't want to go to Bible school anymore. Please don't make me.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, you stay at home.
Okay.
Yeah. What did you like to build if you knew how?
To build.
Yes.
I'd build A-frame houses. I'd build a whole campsite of little A-frame houses. Just, it's so much great fun, and there's all kinds of people looking to go out somewhere, and especially if it is out in nature. And I think that they're easy to build, and I consider them really cute. So I have been studying them in Pinterest, and I have a whole collection of A-frame houses for campsites waiting to be built. Yes.
I've always wanted to build or establish a school.
School?
Imagine.
Please, there's COVID. Who's building schools? Those institutions need to be taken down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've always wanted.
Really? School?
Mm-hmm.
When do you feel most in control of your life?
You and I discuss things without fear, without barriers, without inhibition. Once we have discussed an idea, I am in control.
Yeah.
I am in charge. And nobody will ever criticize or sway me to a level that I feel inadequate around it.
I feel most in control when I have signed a contract to facilitate a meeting, a conference, and the terms of reference are clear, and I'm on the floor and starting the day, morning one, and saying, good morning, my name is Apondi. And we'll be running this for 5 days. I'm in control. I feel
I can see
totally
that.
in control.
What signs of aging are you starting to see in yourself?
Of course, my hair is almost all white. Down here, it's all white, but the ends are not all white because it's locked and it's got the hair that I had many years ago. But otherwise, my white hair, I see the signs of aging in my face. Yeah.
Almost the same thing. I mean, gray hair, then a lot of gray hair. I know that you are thinking that I should be leaving this one because it's white and looking, you call it what? Silver what?
Silver fox.
Yeah, something like that. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but not during COVID. Nobody wants
yes,
silver fox.
Yes, yes. And then you also see about the face again, you see wrinkles.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What makes you really happy?
I'm a very happy person.
Yes.
But what makes me happy is that my family is happy. My life revolves around my family.
Yes.
And you?
What makes me really happy is spending time with you. I really enjoy spending time with you.
What is your favorite smell? When did you last smell it?
Boiling maize. Fresh boiling maize. You can smell the smell.
I can smell the smell of cooking ugali.
Are you a good friend?
I'm a very good friend.
Yes.
And I'm not saying this because I want to be. But I've got acknowledgement and feedback from people that I am a reliable friend. I am...
They call you dependable.
Dependable, yes, dependable.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But are you a good friend?
I would have told you if it were not so. I'm a very good friend. You can rely on me to be by your side and to do for you what needs to be done. And but I'm very authentic with my friends.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
What is your ideal type of party to attend?
Few people, The food is very good, and there's lots of fresh green food to eat. It's not going on for too long, and it's very relaxed, and it is a getaway party. And you?
Yes, I like, I don't like big parties. I like small parties where people can get to know each other
Yes.
much more deeply.
Yes. Who would you trust with your life and why?
I'll trust you with my life.
Really? That's
Yes.
such a risky thing. Huh?
Yes, I know it is risky.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'll still trust you with my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
why?
because you enjoy my company.
To the extent that I want to keep you alive.
Yes. Now
Okay.
that. Yes.
Yeah, you're right. That has to go into that book you're writing.
Yes. You tell me.
I would trust you with my life. I have watched you fight for me to the point of being shot, and I trusted you before. I trust you now. I'll trust you in the future.
Oh.
I've seen it.
May I have that in writing?
I can. We can write it together in that journal.
Okay.
Oh.
Who was your favorite teacher and why?
I can't remember her name, but I really had a good teacher in I think Form 2, and she taught me biology. She was gentle with me. I was not good in school at all. I was number last.
In primary, I had this teacher called Ndege, a farmer. And a farmer just meant that he was a farmer. And the English thought that what we were doing, going to the garden, weeding and planting maize, all that kind of thing was not farming.
No, that was called gardening. There's a difference.
So now, until Ndege, a farmer came with the paddocks arranged, and the cows were drinking not in the river but on the farm. Now that was a farmer. And
the rest of you are gardeners.
Yes, and he was my teacher, and he taught me whichever subject that he taught in primary school. He taught with so much knowledge, so much interest, so much stories around it. I'm sure he was also creating those stories, but children love to hear stories.
Yeah.
So that for me was really, really a very good teacher.
What are you most afraid of?
Yeah, afraid that I will be sick for a long time.
I'm most afraid of my children or my grandchildren dying.
What superpower do you wish you had?
Okay, the superpower that I wish I had is the power to heal. So that if somebody is sick, I just touch them and they're healed.
I would like to read people's minds because people are pretending
Full-time.
all over the place.
That's a good one. Okay.
But I'd like to
That's
see
superpower, to read people's minds.
Yeah, that you are pretending you...
You're not saying the truth.
Yeah, you're not saying the
authentic and
truth.
real.
Yeah, I can see through you.
Okay.
Will you consider that as a superpower?
Yeah,
anyway?
that would be a superpower.
Now, then that's my superpower.
Okay, very good. What are you contributing to the world?
The empowerment of people governed by a state to hold their governments to account. I'm committing myself, and I've committed myself to things that I do, that listen, everybody, this is what these people said that they were going to do. Hold them to account. It is a social accountability.
I'm a life skills coach. So I'm empowering people and transforming people so that families and communities and generations can be transformed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm working with individuals and small groups. And then I'm also working with bigger groups. And my work is transforming people's lives.
Have you ever stolen anything in the past?
Many things.
Like what, please?
I'm a thief. I started stealing when I was very young.
Okay.
I started stealing when I was very young. I would steal coins from my father's pockets, coat pocket. Very young, I realized that there was coins in his pockets and that they could buy sweets. So I started stealing coins to go and buy sweets.
Have you ever liberated anything from my pocket?
Yes, I have. But we shan't talk too much about it.
Oh my goodness.
In Kenya shillings and US dollars. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
Now you want company. We're just talking about you. Have you ever stolen anything?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Things. I mean, like my grandmother's granary, where she kept groundnuts. We defined under the granary where we will block it with a stone and we'll open it and it will pour. And so, even as you are doing it, you know that, oh my goodness, I'm doomed. I'm doomed.
Who are you most jealous of and why?
It was one of the young people that I grew up with, Ochia. I was very jealous of him because he had enough time. He had free time. He would be going to places that we've never been to.
The younger me would have had somebody I was jealous of because I really used to look up to my sister, my big sister. And I don't know, I'm not sure I was jealous of her, but I'm clear that I wanted to follow in the life that she had.
As always, I've enjoyed your company.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the tea.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I can make you some more.
I don't mind that at all.
Thank you. I learned that he's had a book on the shelf for the longest time and that he's getting ready to write a book. And I learned that I haven't actually been supporting him in that direction because I did not know that he was getting ready to write a book.
She had wanted to go to a Bible school. And she even superseded that by saying that actually the Bible school alternative can actually be her studying the Bible at home.
Would I do this again? I'd love to do it again and again. I think it's something that as a couple, we need to go home, internalize, and do again. And then every year we need to do this.
Will I do this again? Yes, I will do this again because I think there is a lot of value that people get out of a conversation that is set up in this way, but people are free to talk about what they to share with their partner.
What I really liked about the session is getting to look, first of all, introspect and look into myself and learn about myself using questions that were in my blind spot. These were questions that I had never asked. Most of them are questions I hadn't asked myself before.
I loved the way that the questions were structured. They flow into each other. they tell a story about people that are actually having a conversation on those.
My experience was, it was fun. I came here and settled down, loved the studio, loved the way it was set up, loved this lovely mat that I'm feeling in my feet, and how plush this space is, how luxurious I felt, and it was like being on a date with my husband, actually.
My experience was good. It was gentle. It was nice. It's a learning process of your spouse as you speak.